Atlanta is on fire right now, not because of music or money, because of the shocking whispers shaking love and hip-hop ATL to its core. Kirk and Rasheeda Frost, the couple who built an empire off loyalty, struggle, and survival, are now facing the ugliest scandal yet. Their own kids being accused of involvement in something as dark as murder. It started as a rumor in the shadows. A cryptic post from a burner account calling itself @ Truth in ATL. The Frost kids ain't innocent. Blood on their hands. Receipts dropping soon. Fans dismissed it as clout chasing in. Till screenshots allegedly from an Atlanta PD case file began circulating online. The names blurred out, but eagle-eyed fans claim the initials matched Kirk and Rasheeda's children within hours. Hashtags like #FrostFamilySecrets and #Justice in Atlanta were trending. Twitter detectives dug up old photos, past altercations, and even resurfaced a clip of Rasheeda saying, "My kids protect themselves by any means." What seemed innocent months ago now feels chilling. And then came the bombshell. A leaked voice note, allegedly from a Frost family associate, claiming one of the kids was present at a fight outside an Atlanta club that ended with a young man dead. The audio, shaky and distorted, sent fans into a frenzy. Now, the question everyone's asking, are Kirk and Rasheeda covering for their children? Is this just another internet hoax? Or is the Frost family hiding the darkest secret in love and hip-hop history? The Frost family name has been dragged through the mud before cheating scandals. Secret babies, endless drama. But nothing, and I mean nothing, has prepared love and hip-hop Atlanta fans for the storm raging right now. This isn't about Kirk's infidelity, Rasheeda's tears, or their marriage on the rocks narrative. No, this time the spotlight has shifted onto their children. And the allegations being whispered across Atlanta are dark enough to destroy the Frost legacy forever. It all began late Thursday night when a burner account called it Truth in ATL dropped a cryptic tweet. The Frost kids know what happened outside that club. Murder ain't easy to hide. Receipts coming soon. At first, fans laughed it off, assuming it was yet another troll trying to stir up drama for likes. But the laughter turned to panic just hours later when screenshots of what appeared to be Atlanta PD documents began to circulate. The images were grainy with names redacted, but two sets of initials stood out: KF and KR. And the internet detectives wasted no time connecting the dots to Kirk Frost's kids. By Friday morning, the #, #FrostFamilySecrets was trending across Twitter and Instagram. Fan pages dissected every blurry line of those documents, convinced they contained proof that the Frost children were somehow connected to a violent fight outside a popular Atlanta lounge last month, a fight that ended with a young man dead on the pavement. The rumors became even harder to ignore when a voice memo surfaced on TikTok, allegedly recorded by a Frost family associate. The muffled voice said, "They was there. I told them to leave before it went left, but it was too late." The memo spread like wildfire, gaining nearly 1 million plays within hours. Fans flooded Rasheeda's Instagram comments demanding answers. One wrote, "So y'all kids out here catching bodies now? We need the truth." Another added, "This ain't love and hip-hop, this real life." Somebody dead? Rasheeda, normally quick to clap back at trolls, went silent. That silence was deafening. But things got messier when internet sleuths began digging into the Frost kids' social media histories. Old photos of them outside the same Atlanta club on the night of the incident resurfaced, and captions that once seemed harmless outside no drama were now being twisted into ominous foreshadowing. A fan tweeted side-by-side comparisons of the kids' outfits in those photos and the blurry surveillance images leaked online, claiming the match was undeniable. Whether true or not, the public had already made up its mind. The Frost children were suspects in something darker than a reality show storyline. And then came the alleged club surveillance leak. A grainy black and white clip began circulating on Reddit, showing what looked like a chaotic brawl breaking out in the club's parking lot. You couldn't clearly identify faces, but conspiracy accounts swore the tall figure in the hoodie matched the build of Kirk's son. Kai. The clip ended abruptly with the sound of a bottle breaking and people screaming. Within hours, bloggers had watermarked the footage and uploaded it to YouTube, racking up millions of views under titles like Kirk and Rasheeda's kids caught on tape. As the evidence piled up, so did the celebrity commentary. Boozy Bada's, never one to stay quiet, went live on Instagram ranting. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. But it's always the kids of these industry folks doing dirt. But the real shock came 15 minutes later when @Truth in ATL posted a Google Drive link containing what they titled the Frost Files. The folder included dozens of screenshots, clips, and even what looked like a heavily redacted police report. The first file was a series of text messages allegedly between Kai and a close friend on the night of the brawl. In them, Kai appeared to write. He kept running his mouth. "I blacked out. I think I went too far," the friend replied. "You can't say this here. Delete this SHT now." Asterisk screenshots of those messages went viral instantly. Fans flooded Rasheeda's Instagram comments again, this time more vicious than ever. "So your son admitted it. Where's the accountability?" One wrote. Others defended Kai, saying the messages could be fabricated. But the narrative was spiraling out of control and the Frosts were still silent. Then came the video leak. Grainy, shaky, and only about a minute long. The footage appeared to show a group of young men surrounding a victim outside the Atlanta club. One figure wearing a hoodie similar to what Kai had posted on Instagram that night could be seen throwing a punch that sent the victim collapsing. Gasps filled live stream chats as bloggers replayed the clip on loop, freezing frames and zooming in. Fans were divided. Some swore the face resembled Kai. Others argued it was too blurry to confirm. But what made the video even more damning was the timestamp in the corner, which matched the exact night and time police confirmed the fatal fight took place. Bloggers declared it the smoking gun, while Frost supporters claimed the video was edited. Either way, it had already gone to viral to contain . As the files spread, so did the celebrity commentary. 21 Savage tweeted a cryptic message. "When you famous. Yo, mistakes don't stay mistakes. They become headlines." T.I., whose own son, King Harris, has faced scrutiny, posted on Instagram, praying for all families involved. Internet ain't a courtroom, but Boosie doubled down, going live again to say, "I told y'all it was the kids. Now, y'all see? They can't hide no more." By Saturday morning, the Frost family finally broke their silence, but not in the way fans expected. Kirk posted a black square with the caption, "Don't believe everything you see. My family is innocent. This is a setup." Meanwhile, Rasheeda released a lengthy Instagram note claiming the leaked texts and videos were heavily doctored and accusing trolls of targeting her children out of jealousy. "This is beyond love and hip-hop drama. This is harassment and lies. We will not be bullied by fake receipts," she wrote. Her defense did little to calm the storm. In fact, it only made things worse. Within hours, a new burner account called @TheRealReceipts_ATL emerged, claiming @Truth in ATL wasn't even the main source. This account dropped what it called Part 2 of the Frost cover-up. The post included an alleged email exchange between Kirk Frost and a well-known Atlanta attorney, where Kirk appeared to write, "They need to make this disappear. Money is not an issue." The attorney's reply, "I'll see what strings I can pull. But keep your kids quiet." Fans lost their minds. If real, this was evidence not only of wrongdoing but also of a cover-up in motion. The hashtag Frost cover-up shot to #1 on Twitter, with thousands of fans accusing the Frosts of abusing their fame and money to shield their kids. And just when the drama couldn't get any heavier, a voice note allegedly from Kai's younger sister, Carter, leaked. In the clip, a girl's voice whispered, "We weren't supposed to be there. Daddy said, don't talk about it." Though short and unverified, the recording became one of the most shared pieces of evidence yet. Fans speculated that Carter had accidentally spilled details to a friend who then recorded the conversation. Meanwhile, the alleged victim's family came forward through a local Atlanta news outlet demanding answers. The grieving mother cried on camera, All I want is justice for my son. If those Frost kids were involved, they need to face the truth. The clip aired on primetime news and spread across TikTok, shifting the narrative from gossip to a full-blown tragedy. Fans who once laughed at the rumors now expressed sympathy for the victim's family, blasting Kirk and Rasheeda for prioritizing image over accountability. By Sunday afternoon, VH1 producers were reportedly in crisis mode. Sources told bloggers that executives were debating whether to address the scandal directly in the upcoming season or cut the Frost family entirely to avoid backlash. One insider claimed, "They're scared this could turn criminal. Reality TV doesn't want to be tied to real murder." But the Frost saga took another wild turn when Lil Scrappy jumped into the mix. On Instagram Live, he claimed he'd been at the same club the night of the fight. "I ain't saying names, but I know who threw the first hit. It wasn't who y'all think," he said, smirking. Fans immediately speculated he was covering for Kai or trying to stir chaos for clout. Either way, his comments added fuel to the fire. By Sunday evening, the story reached a breaking point. At the Real Receipts, LHHATL posted again, promising an even darker revelation. Tomorrow, noon, full audio call between Kirk Frost and police insider. Proof the Frosts know what went down. The teaser racked up over 100,000 likes within minutes, leaving fans on edge for what could be the most damning leak yet. Meanwhile, Rasheeda tried to salvage her image by going live with Spice, insisting the leaks were fake and begging fans not to believe the lies. But mid-live, Spice froze, hesitated, and awkwardly said, "Sis, I love you, but this don't look good." Fans clipped the moment and turned it into memes, arguing even Rasheeda's friends were doubting her. The weekend ended with a surreal scene. Paparazzi caught Kirk and Rasheeda leaving a high-end Atlanta restaurant with their kids, surrounded by cameras and protesters chanting justice for the victim. The Frost kids kept their heads down, but fans swore Kai looked shaken, further convincing them of guilt. And then, as if scripted, at their Real Receipts, LHHATL dropped a chilling post at midnight Sunday. A screenshot of a Notes app message, reading simply, "The Frosts think money can hide everything. Wait until you hear his voice tomorrow." The internet is now bracing itself for the alleged full audio call set to drop Monday at noon. Audio that, if real, could either expose Kirk Frost in the biggest cover-up of LHHATL history or prove the entire scandal is an elaborate smear campaign. The Frost family's silence can't hold much longer. Fans, bloggers, celebrities, even mainstream media are all watching, waiting for the truth to come crashing down. Monday arrived like the calm before a storm. All weekend, the Frost family had tried to ignore the mounting evidence, but by noon, the world stood still. Fans weren't at work, bloggers cleared their schedules, and thousands tuned into live streams, as at the Real Receipts ATL made good on its promise. The account dropped a 5-minute audio file titled, "The Frost Deal." The recording allegedly captured a phone call between Kirk Frost and a man identified as an Atlanta police insider. The voices were muffled but clear enough for listeners to recognize Kirk's distinct tone. "My son can't go down for this." Kirk's voice pleaded, "You know who we are, what we built. Just tell me what it takes." The other voice responded, "This ain't just about your..." The Frost family, however, maintained silence. Rasheeda disabled comments on all her posts. Kirk refused to update his Instagram. Kai and Carter went completely offline, but their silence only fed the flames. Fans accused them of hiding because the evidence was undeniable. The hip-hop community split down the middle. Some defended the Frosts, arguing the leaks were edited. Others turned their backs. Cardi B tweeted, "That audio is wild. If it's real, y'all out here playing with lives?" Meanwhile, Waka Flocka posted on IG, "Sometimes the streets don't forget. It don't matter who you are." But the scandal reached an even darker turn when a second burner account appeared under the name @Justice for the Victim. Unlike the first two accounts, this one didn't just post receipts. It claimed to be directly tied to the victim's family. Their first post was a heartbreaking photo. The victim, A 22-year-old aspiring rapper smiling in a graduation cap and gown. The caption read, "He had dreams. He had family. And now his name is being buried by celebrities with money. We will not stay silent." The post went viral instantly. Fans who had been treating this saga as entertainment suddenly faced the real human cost. Thousands of comments poured in, condolences, apologies for making memes, and calls for justice. The hashtag Justice for JAYLEN revealed as the victim's first name began trending across platforms. That same night, VH1 producers reportedly held an emergency meeting. Insiders leaked that executives were terrified. One producer allegedly told staff, "If we air Rasheeda and Kirk next season, it's a lawsuit waiting to happen." Rumors swirled that the Frost family had been quietly pulled from filming, though no official statement was made. Meanwhile, bloggers uncovered old footage from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reunion shows where Rasheeda defended Kirk's shady behavior. The clips resurfaced as proof that she'd been complicit in covering for him for years. And fans dragged her for enabling him even now. She's not just standing by her man, she's standing by her murderous kids. One fan wrote, but perhaps the most shocking twist came Tuesday morning, when a video leaked of Tiny Harris' face timing Rasheeda. In the clip, Tiny begged Rasheeda to come clean. "Sis, this ain't no storyline. Somebody is dead. If Kai was there, you can't hide that forever." Rasheeda appeared teary-eyed but shook her head, replying, "They'll destroy us, Tiny. They'll destroy everything we built." The video racked up millions of views within hours. Fans immediately turned Tiny into a hero for trying to do the right thing. While Rasheeda's reputation sank further into the mud, by midweek, chaos reigned. Protesters gathered outside the frost-toned Pressed Boutique in Atlanta, holding signs reading "Stop Protecting Killers" and "Justice for Jalen." The store was forced to close temporarily after fights broke out between angry fans and Rasheeda's defenders. Then, as if scripted, at their Real Receipts ATL returned Wednesday night with a final bombshell, a second audio recording. This time, the voice on the other end of Kirk's call was identified as a detective, his name partially audible in the clip. In this recording, Kirk allegedly said, "My boy didn't mean to kill him. It was an accident. Just make sure the report says self-defense." The detective responded, "That'll cost you." You know how this works. Fans went ballistic. The implication wasn't just that the Frosts were guilty, was that law enforcement may have colluded in a cover-up. The scandal ballooned beyond reality TV drama into potential systemic corruption. By Thursday, mainstream outlets like CNN and TMZ were covering the saga. TMZ even aired the leaked audio on their daily show, sparking global headlines. Reality TV stars in murder cover-up. The Frost family became synonymous with scandal, their decades of branding destroyed in under a week. Through all this, Rasheeda finally broke her silence in a tearful Instagram Live. Dressed in black, she sobbed as she addressed her fans. "This has gone too far. My children are innocent. We're being targeted. Yes, there was a fight that night, but my son didn't kill nobody. Y'all want to ruin my family based on fake clips?" But her words only enraged the internet more. Viewers clipped her crying and compared it to past reunion meltdowns, mocking her tears as performative. One fan bluntly commented, "Cry for Jalen's mom, not your brand." Friday evening brought the climax. At 9 p.m., Justice for the Victim dropped the final receipt, a surveillance still from the club's parking lot. The photo, time-stamped the night of the fight, clearly showed Kai Frost standing near the victim during the brawl. His face, clothes, and chain were visible. There was no denying it anymore. The internet erupted. Fans flooded Fulton County DA's office with calls demanding charges. The victim's family held a candlelight vigil, streamed live on Instagram, where his mother cried out, "We want justice for our son. No cover-ups. No reality show excuses." And in one final gut punch, just before midnight Friday, a mysterious account named @LastWordATL appeared and posted a chilling message. The Frost kids weren't the only ones there. Another Love and Hip Hop child was involved. The truth hasn't all come out yet. The post sent the fandom into a frenzy. Who was the other child? Were more families about to be dragged into the scandal? Could this story be even bigger than the Frosts? The Frost family was now cornered, their empire hanging by a thread, but with new accusations already looming. It was clear this saga was far from over. And there you have it. The Frost Empire is hanging on by a thread. The victim's family is demanding justice. And now a new shadow has been cast with whispers that another Love and Hip Hop child was at that scene. The evidence is piling up, the leaks keep getting darker, and the streets of Atlanta are buzzing with one chilling question. Is this bigger than the Frosts? This is no longer just gossip. This is a story that could shake the entire franchise and rewrite the legacy of the Frost family forever. But we are only scratching the surface. Who was on that call? Which cast member's child might be dragged in next? And will law enforcement finally step in? Will this all be buried under money and influence? I need you in this conversation. Drop your theories in the comments right now. Are you still hashtag Team Frost? Or do you believe hashtag justice for JAYLEN is the only side to stand on? Hit that like button if you think the truth is about to explode wide open. And subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss a single leak, a single update, or a single shocking twist in this scandal. Because if you thought this was the end, think again. The next receipts could expose names we never expected. And trust me, you will not want to be late when that truth drops. Be late when that truth drops.